Hi, I'm Julienne Crawford from the Arkansas State Archives, and I'm the curator here at the State Archives. Today we have one of our treasures from our collection, the original design of the Arkansas state flag. This design was made by Willie Hawker of Wabaseka, Arkansas, and this was the original design that she submitted. Recently had it conserved with conservators in West Virginia that concentrate solely on restoring flags. And so they had taken it out of the original frame that it was placed in and pressure mounted it into a new frame. This flag is made out of silk, and unfortunately silk over time shatters. And so there had been some shattering done. They placed items back into place that had migrated, had moved into other locations. Over time, this flag had faded a lot due to light exposure. Originally, this would have been blue, and the stars here would have been blue. On the reverse of this flag, you do still see some of the blue that's more intense than on this side that had been displayed. We had decided to go ahead and frame it with still having the original darker blue color on the back to further preserve it, but we have documented all of that. Originally, the conservators had thought that they might be able to do further intensive treatment with this, but due to the shattering of the silk, it's not able to be sewn to any substrate, and really the best way to conserve this is in a pressure mount that they did here. In the past, conservation may have done sewing between two mesh pieces, but that happens a lot less these days, and they look at other techniques, and it really depends on the strength of the material of the fabric, how they decide to conserve it.
Hi, I'm David Ware with the Arkansas State Archives, and what we have here is one of the treasures of Arkansas history, and certainly one of the preeminent treasures of the State Archives, and it also comes with a good story, as you might expect. This is the original version of the Arkansas state flag, submitted in a contest to design the flag. The creator, Willie Cavanaugh Hawker, was a teacher down in Jefferson County, the little town of Wabaseka, where she was born and where she grew up. Her father was a Union soldier who had stayed here after the war, became a plantation owner out there, a planter. She became a teacher and lived most of her life in Jefferson County. In 1912, the Daughters of the American Revolution chapter down in Pine Bluff sponsored a competition to design an Arkansas state flag. Now you're thinking, Arkansas state flag? What was our flag before this? And the answer is, there wasn't one. When one was needed, one could be improvised by putting the state seal on a plain background or something. This apparently was done in the World's Fairs at Philadelphia and Chicago. But in 1912, the new U.S. Navy battleship USS Arkansas was being commissioned, and the DAR wanted to present a stand of colors, that is, flags the state and of the nation and of the branch of service to USS Arkansas, only to discover there was no such flag. And so they created a competition in cooperation with Secretary of State Earl Hodge. They put out the word in 1912. I forget how many submissions came in. Most of them were just watercolor or even pencil on paper. But one anonymous submission was a beautiful, 2-foot by 3-foot silk rendering of a truly amazing design. Totally symbolic. No words, no pictures. All symbolic, all tied to Arkansas's history. You have 25 stars in a diamond surrounding a central diamond, the 25 stars representing the states of the Union. You have the 3 stars across, symbolizing the 3 nations that had laid claim to the land that was Arkansas: Spain, France, and the United States of America. The diamond, of course, was a nod to, we believe, the at that time recent discovery of diamonds in the southwest part of the state. Imagine everyone's surprise when the winner of the competition turned out to be a member of the same DAR chapter that sponsored it in the first place. Mrs. Hawker's design was modified by members of the Flag Selection Committee. However, this is what she originally meant, and this is what flew in her heart. This flag, slightly rearranged to have the word Arkansas put across the middle, with the stars rearranged, first flew at Oak Lawn Park during the Arkansas State Fair in 1913. This is a story of Arkansas that is dear to many people's hearts, and we've got the original right here.